All right, so we are back. Sorry about the weird audio last time. My suspicion, right, is that first of all, there's two things. There's a volume knob on the mic. Mic has a volume knob, and then there's like a volume, setting or whatever in Windows, which I don't fuck around with Windows settings. I have a feeling that that setting got increased for some reason that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't have an explanation. What I can tell you is that I now know what my settings need to be. Thank goodness. And I am going to say that I have developed for myself a system of putting Mike back where he's supposed to fucking go so that that can be consistent, so that we have a good sounding audio, right? You can hear my voice. Sounds great, right? We all love it. That's why we're here. But you can also hear the game without me. So what I had to do last time is I had to go into a thing and I had to just like crank down the audio for the entire video so that because when I listened to it originally after I recorded it, my voice was like mega loud. Like I couldn't even stand to listen to myself. It was so loud. So I had to crank down the audio. That made the game very loud in comparison. It's probably a pretty quiet episode last time. Sorry about that. But, that's fair. We're here to chill out and have a good time anyway, so it's not that big of a deal if it's not super action-packed. Anyway, long story short, we think that we fixed the issue. Additionally, watching last time, where I used the Greatsword and then switched to the Halberd, made me want to consider a lighter weapon. Not this light by any means, but just considering. That's heavier. That's not lighter at all. Because the difference in, let's say, enjoyability of the Greatsword versus the Halberd was pretty noticeable, right? And I know for a fact that I really enjoyed the Once Upon a Time, I really enjoyed just the basic ass longsword. Very basic, but it feels very comfy when you use it. So it's something that I've thought about. I don't have an answer for that situation. I don't necessarily have a plan there. Like I could use the ornamental straight sword if I really wanted to. I don't know. I'll probably just stick with the halberd for now, but it would be nice to find a one-handed sword. There's not really like one-handed strength swords though, right? That's not really a thing. Where the fuck are these? Where are these markers? Where? There's one. Oh, that was one of the somber 3s I was getting. Oh, and that's a grace. That's a grace. Okay. Okay, we're back on track. We're back on track. Recap last time, we didn't do very much. We cleared the castle. That's true. This time, we're coming up here to this, end part of the castle. There's very little that we can actually do here for now. Because this end part of the castle is not useful until we get the festival. Which I don't remember off the top of my head what the trigger is for the festival, but we haven't done it yet, so.
Oh, tarnished are you? How did you slip inside? With the... No. If you can fell one of them, I'm Jaren. Incidentally, well, it's true. But when the stars are a war festival, the mightiest demo. Well,
I love a good festival.
as you
That's not
should.
really true, by the way.
The festival affords glory to warriors. Then all you need is a little patience. When the stars are... Well, then you must... The next time the festival of Radon, by the by. Bit of a haughty and funny thing, but not one of them decay.
Oh.
Have when the stars...
Okay. Just making sure. And then we were gonna go back this way. To ascertain what exactly else the castle had to offer us. Look how much better that is than the Greatsword. God. Ridiculous, right? I'm not gonna pick that up because I'm sure it's not anything good. And then, was that a portal? Did I see a portal? It's not active. I don't remember. What that portal is there for. Man, I'm yawning a lot. I'm so sorry if you can hear it. I'm trying not to, not to do that. I'm just never not gonna yawn as a person. That's kind of who I am. Hey, it's a pumpkin head. What's up, buddy? You mind if I just guard counter on your head? There we go. It's a smithing stone 3. And a flamberge. No, it's a flamberge. I know that. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Is that the one that's in the original Dark Souls? That was... No, that was the Zweihander. That was the Zweihander. The flamberge is a different sword. I mean, it's a similar idea. Let me tell you, I played through the original Dark Souls with the Zweihander the whole way. The whole freaking game. I don't think I ever switched off of it. Yeah. It was a good weapon, right? I mean... And back then, there were no golden halberds. There's nothing really, like, equivalent to that in terms of, like, being so ridiculously good and available early on, especially. I guess there was the Black Knight's halberd, but that's it's a speedrunner thing, right? It's like a random drop that you're not likely to get as a real person doing a normal playthrough. Anyway, I think that's the end of that rooftop area. And then we're gonna come over here, which is to the left now, where this other flamin' hot Cheeto fella is. He's gonna try to shoot his fire at us. We're gonna politely ask him to not do that. And then I don't recall what else is up here. Actually, there's more than I thought. Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's not nothing. There's some stuff to do up here, right? Are you gonna attack me? What else is here? I'm trying to remember. Smithing Stone 4. That's good for the Greatsword. That we'll never use again. Not really laughing about that, just probably not going to use the greatsword again. Oh. There's one of these here. That's surprising to me, actually. Oh. And we have one wheel and one hook. Oh, I've made a mistake. Rip. There's nothing like dying with full flasks to remind you that you have performed poorly. Right? You've not done a good job. That's not... You didn't get worn down, right? You just fucked up. I mean, it's okay, right? Like, that's not, I'm not saying you're an asshole or anything. Like, we all fuck up sometimes. It's just a funny thing because it, like, it's very clearly that's a death purely just because you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. We do a whirly swirly. Do we get a stagger? No. We do a mini whirly swirly. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. No drops. Y'all got any drops around here? I see that up there. There's a little, you know, like a bridge thing that you can walk on. This goes down to where the lions were, so we don't need that. This probably goes up to where that bridge situation was. Red Hot Wet Blade. That lets you do, like, fire... You know, damage type, fire or flame, I should say, damage type, when you do your Ash of War. Which, actually, this is the type of character that would be relatively useful for, so... That's a funny sort of thing. Oh, we got arrows. Hey, we got arrows. Got a couple of jokers using arrows over here. Oh, he's got a double attack. Good thing he missed. Good thing he sucks. No, that's not very nice. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna hang back here because we got Arrow Guy trying to do arrow stuff. I know this guy has fire, so I'm not 100% blocking, but I'm pretty close. There we go. There we go. Radon Soldier Gauntlets. And... oh, a Smithing Stone 6. I mean, it's not bad. I shouldn't be disappointed about a Smithing Stone 6, right? That's not like that's a bad item by any means. It's just not helpful for me right now. So, and there you go. That's the end of Redmane Castle. We have completed Redmane Castle, never to return. Until we're ready to fight Radon. When he's ready for us. He's not ready for us yet, so he is not prepared. What else did we want to do around here? I mean, obviously we want to do all of this stuff that we can't see. We do have this up here, so we could start from this side if we really wanted to, but we don't want to. We want to start from this side. So we're going to come to the Church of the Plague. We'll make sure there's no Millicent here. She shouldn't be here. She should have moved on with her quest by now. Can we level up, by the way? Can we get some endurance? We sure can. We're actually relatively close to another level, even. 5,000 runes? Do I hear 5,000? That's exactly 5,000. Where did I get a golden rune 10? Couldn't tell you. Oh, I guess I also don't really need a quick load for this if I'm using the Halberd. Unless I want to use some heavier gloves. Glovity gloves. Yeah, let's use some fire monks since we can. Ah, okay. So I don't want to be like way over much on the equip load to where I don't need it, right? I might want to use something other than the Erdtree's Favor. I mean, the Erdtree's Favor is pretty good. $30 HP, 8 stamina, 4 equip load. Is there anything else better than that? Probably not. I mean, I like the jump talisman. I like the charge attack talisman. The problem is I don't use either of those consistently enough to, like, make it worthwhile to commit to one or the other. And then nothing else that I have really, matters that much, right? I mean, it would be the stamina recovery, I guess, but then it's like the purpose of that is for stamina. This one gives you stamina, right? Why not just use that? So, okay, so I think we're good. Just checking it out. It's always worth, just double checking to make sure that you have the most optimized equipment at any given point in time. And then we're heading up here. Oh, there's a battle mage. Oh, he's casting a spell. He's got a hammer. He's got a magic hammer. And he was guarding 2 beast bloods. That's what I thought. What a son of a bitch. What a son of a bitch trying to hide this from me. This is the same cave layout as the one where Bach was, by the way. I know reused geometry when I see it. But that's okay. It's a pretty big game. I think they can justify reusing a couple of pieces here and there, right? I also don't remember this cave at all. I see whatever that is. Oh, it's a bouncer. Are there going to be more invisible walls here since the entrance was like that? Oh, now you got me all paranoid. Okay, that's suspicious though, right? I did roll into everything. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, this is suspicious. Oh. 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 That's a revenant down there. We fucking hate revenants. I mean, if ever there was a build to be able to take on revenants, it would be a faith build, which I'm not a full faith build by any means, but I have some faith on me. Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Okay. We're exploring. We're just exploring. Oh. Oh my god. What? 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 That's not supposed to be up there, by the way. I guess he teleported up here. He thought he was allowed to do that. Oh my god, I fucking hate this guy. Come on, dude. Come on. I can't blame him. I know. I know. I know. I can't blame him for me performing poorly. I know that. Okay? I know that that's true. I know that you're right about that. Okay. Fuck. I think that, like, hearing that guy screaming down there throws me off, right? I think that that guy fucking freaks me out so much that just hearing him scream, like, makes me play worse. In addition to obviously not knowing everybody's attacks and where all the enemies are and all that stuff. It's okay. This is fine. So we're trying to not miss anything because I don't know what's around here. I'm sure there's nothing worthwhile. We're also... I mean, I just didn't even go down to the bottom at all where the Revenant was, so... Wow, and it's another area like this, huh? How many of these areas y'all got? Is this the way to the boss? That looks very bossy because it's a drop down without being able to return. But surely not, right? Surely that's the boss. Ow. Crystalian ashes. We actually haven't fought a single Crystalian yet. Because we didn't go... I mean, we didn't go to any of the areas where they actually are in Liurnia. Okay, no illusory anything. Where are we? What's... Oh, there's the boss. This connects back to that. Oh. But there was more over here that I didn't explore. Should I just go fight the boss and be done with it? Was there anything useful over here? What if I'm missing something? What if I'm missing 10 crystal darts? Do you have any idea how sad I would have been if I didn't pick up those 10 crystal darts? The answer is not sad at all, by the way. But I wouldn't have known that unless I picked up those 10 crystal darts, right? Was that it? And this goes back to where we were doing the crystal stuff? Okay. Loud and clear. Oh, fuck you. No. 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 Listen, I know about the triple Crystalians, okay? And that's not some shit that I want in my life. keeping an eye on you, buddy. I'm very surprised that he hasn't used a spell yet. I wonder if they nerfed him. Because of how fucking annoying this fight is. Oh, now he's using a spell. So only when he's the last one? Okay. Okay. Either I'm misremembering the fight, or they nerfed it. Because that used to be a lot harder. Oh, I mean, my flasks are out, so... It wasn't that easy, right? Am I gonna die to the rot before I get to a grace because my flasks are out? That's a possibility. That's a thing that could happen. Does that mean that's all we did in this episode? Is that one cave? Wow. 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 This is what happens when we're doing relatively unknown stuff, where I don't remember, like, all of the shit, right? But yeah, I mean, that's the end of that one, right? Oh, I guess to be fair, we explored the remainder of the castle. So we spent, 10 or 15 minutes down here. So, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better, but still, we spent a long time in this cave, this little teeny tiny cave. Well, anyway, it was fun. We had a good time, right? We got a little bit frustrated, but that's okay. If you're here, I love you. We're having a good time. We're gonna come back for next time. And I will see you later.